What's up, Alphas? Today will be the start of something new. It's the Makdown. In this series, we will do something different. We will be breaking down our gameplay, or in the future gameplay of other gamers as well, to learn and to become better players and critical thinkers. So this series will be perfect for gamers or competitive players who are actually hungry for improvement. Also, we won't only be focusing on our good gameplay, but we will also be looking out for our mistakes and things that we can improve on. So I'm excited. Let's go. Okay. So why did I choose TV station? Because TV station is a place wherein I am somewhat familiar, more than the other places nearby. I'm not familiar with Lumber Stadium, Downtown Hospital from Midport, but I am kind of familiar with downtown as well, but I'm just not a big fan of downtown because, yes, a lot of people actually drop downtown. But there's just so many buildings in downtown wherein players can camp on the rooftops and just snipe you from random places. So I guess TV station, I can easily gather information. Okay, so there was my first mistake. When I opened the loot box, I found the Dead Silence and an RPG. Why did I not take the RPG? I could have just took it because I have 2 slots. My reasoning in the game was, I hate RPGs. I hate RPGs. But if I were to have a winning mindset, I would take the RPG because RPGs are very powerful. And with more equipment or with more weapons that you have, more chances of winning. But we are very lucky that we actually got the Dead Silence, wherein Dead Silence is a field upgrade. So field upgrades are equipments in which you can use to your advantage depending on your style or playstyle. Field upgrades are munitions box, Dead Silence, stopping power, deployable cover, recon drone, tactical insertion, trophy system, EMP drone, or loadout drop. So we heard the player on the left. You got a shotgun now. Shotgun and a pistol. So it's actually fortunate that we actually got the shotgun, because I would most probably switch my RPG to the shotgun. Because I am still kinda comfortable with my pistol as well when it comes to mid-range. So I can still go for pistol and shotgun. I did not decide to push the guy because, first of all, I'm not very comfortable with my weapons. With a pistol and a shotgun, the guy might have an AR. Second, I'm not super familiar with the place. If I open the door, I don't know what to expect. So it might be a big room wherein the guy would actually be just waiting for me to open the door and spraying me in the face with an AR or a sniper. I'm not sure what to expect, so I just decided to rotate around the house. Also using my Dead Silence to prevent from the player getting my info or my position. Luckily found an MP7 as well. And the smoke. Always try to get as much resources as you can, because you never know when you'll die, or, well, deep sentence, but you will never know when you'll die, so you have to use as much utilities or resources as much as possible. Okay, on this situation, we were checking all angles down below. So what we did wrong was that we only jumped. We jumped in first floor, which makes us very vulnerable if the guy was just camping down below. But the reason of me jumping here, because I heard a door opening on my right side, and my information was that there's only one guy on TV station. So I actually am very confident to jump down. So yeah, awareness is very important early game. With awareness, especially checking all angles, you would be prepared with anyone that will be coming to your side.
That guy.
I didn't have information that the guy was in front of me. But since I was always aware and I was looking from left to right, I was on high alert. When the guy was running in front of me, in a split second, we actually decided to spray the guy in the face. And the guy, without being aware, which was his wrong decision, he did not even have the time to look at me and shoot me. We sprayed him before he actually even reacted. So it's important to always be alert at every situation, because it's a BR. You never know where the enemy will be. Thank you for the guns. He actually has really good guns.
If we kill this guy, chat, we're rich.
So at this situation, we know that the enemy is here because we picked up a bounty contract. The bounty contract gives you a radius of a randomized target that the game would want you to kill for a reward of extra cash, which you can use on buy stations. We're very fortunate that we're on high ground and the enemy's on low ground. We have to scout the location first. So the guy was not here, so I was kind of guessing that the guy was inside this restaurant. So as we're traveling, we're walking. We're not even running because we don't want the guy to hear our footsteps. Because if you would look at the map, we're already almost at the middle of the radius given to us of where the enemy is located. So he's just around here somewhere. I'm not even sure that he's inside the restaurant. So fortunately, we saw him inside the restaurant. And EC sprayed him because we did a couple of headshots when we sprayed him. What the guy could have done right is, instead of going outside the house, he could have just probably slightly went outside the house and got some cover in order to scout where he's being scouted. Because he knew he was being scouted by someone. And he knows where, like, how long or how far am I from the guy. So it was an easy kill for me. Because he was just in the open. Also, when I pushed him, what I did wrong was that it's not that wrong that we used the bush as cover. I'm kind of doing it. That's kind of like head glitch. Head glitch is a strategy wherein you would only expose your head so that enemies would be having a hard time to see you and also try to aim at you. But if the enemy was actually more alert and smarter when it comes to scouting for enemies, so let's say the enemy actually knew I was there, he could have just sprayed into the bush, which was a soft cover, and soft covers usually get pierced by bullets. He could have easily killed me just by shooting through the bush. Okay, so at this situation, we heard shots nearby. Shots nearby are usually indicated in the map. There's a certain radius. I'm not sure what exact radius it would be, but shots nearby would be indicated. The location would be indicated in your map. So I used a vehicle because I wanted to get there as soon as possible. Because I want to get the kills. I'm hungry for kills. I want a high kill game. Okay, so fortunately, the guy was just standing in the open. But I don't think it was the right strat for him. The possible right strat, let's put it to slow motion. Okay. The possible right strat of this guy was, instead of just going in front of me, the right strat of the guy, instead of pushing at me and exposing himself fully, which was the reason why I ran him over, was that instead of staying here in front of me, he could have just went inside the house, peeked in the window, or if he did not have time to actually peek on a window, he could have just probably like went on the very edge of the house. Because I can't bump him or kill him at the very edge of the house because there's a pole here. So I literally have to rotate far before I actually would hit him. If I want to hit him, he would have enough time to spray me down. But what he did was just go in the open, tried to hit me, and it was an easy kill for me because cars hitting enemies in this game are usually just one hit. Okay, so as soon as we killed the guy, there was already another enemy shooting us from afar, probably around 200, 300 meters distance. It was indicated on the map. I went inside the house instantly because it was an opportunity to reset. Resetting is very important on these kinds of situations because resetting would actually help you calm down, recollect. Because when you face many enemies at the same time, you would get overwhelmed. And when you get overwhelmed, you would tend to make stupid decisions. So resetting is a really good strategy when it comes to BRs because you never know when the next enemy will come. So as much as possible after you kill 1 or 2, reset and decide on your next strat. Okay, why did we choose to escape? Because in BRs, it's important to know what fights to take. So you should choose the fights that you should take. Because in that situation, the guy knew where we were. He was just waiting on a perfect angle to spray us down with 1 mag. But we chose to just take the car, pop a smoke so that he won't expect us or see us while we're traveling inside the car, and just ran out because we just have no choice. What if the guy had a sniper? He could have easily just shot us with a sniper and we don't have a self-rest. So it's game over for us, or I guess gulag time. And I don't want to go to gulag because it's a waste of time, a waste of money, a waste of economy. I just don't want to go to gulag. Vehicles are just very important in BRs. It's crazy important because you can travel on any spot you want to be, from buy station to buy station, from cover to cover, from house to house. And when an enemy sees you, he can't just easily spray you down, especially if your vehicle is very strong. So if I were to make a list of vehicles, a tier list for vehicles, I would put in the helicopter, cargo truck, SUV, rover, and ATV at the last. So helicopter as the strongest, cargo truck second strongest, SUV third, rover fourth, and ATV as the last. I really would try to stray away from ATVs because ATVs would fully expose yourself, and I literally have sprayed so many guys with ATVs. It's traumatizing. Why did I actually put helicopters at first? Because helicopters are very strong, but kinda cheesy. Why is it kinda cheesy, and why am I not using it? Why am I not prioritizing it at this situation? It's very strong because you can just go from high ground to high ground without you exposing yourselves. And the only way to actually kill helicopters is to spray it down, use rocket launchers, that's about it. Or if some lucky guy actually snipes you while actually driving the helicopter, but it's super hard to snipe one guy that's using the helicopter. So helicopters are crazy OP because you can just go from rooftops to rooftops. Second, cargo truck, because the health of the armor truck is just crazy, and the cover it gives you while driving is crazy as well. SUVs, it has better cover than the rover. Rover has better cover than the ATV. So ATV, fully exposing yourself. Rover, 70% exposure. SUV is 50%. Cargo truck is like 30%. Thank you so much for watching the video. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the never-ending support. It really means a lot to me. And I hope everyone actually learned a lot from this video, because in the process of making this video, I learned a lot as well. And the one thing I've learned in the process of making this video is being analytical when it comes to your gameplay. And not only when it comes to your gameplay, when it comes to improving something in life. It's either it may be a skill or a sport, a talent. Be very analytical with it. Ask your whys. advice. Why is it hard to do this? Why is it easy to do that? And in that process, you would actually get an answer. Not a very clear answer, but you would get an answer on how to actually improve on that certain thing. Also, we can talk more about this on stream. So if you have Twitch, you can check out twitch.tv/Maktuh_. We can hang out there, have a great time. So this will be a series of 4. I hope you guys are looking forward to see part 2, 3, and 4. I'll see you guys again soon. Hope you guys have an awesome day. Peace.